I'm still. I landed last night, almost 11, 12 o'clock.
Me too.
Yeah.
I was late, and it was terrible. And I had to drive 2 hours. Great long story. I'm going for tomorrow. Okay. It's not letting me go. Okay, we are live in some places, not in others. So, hi everybody. If you're watching, you guys want to do a little bit of introductions while I fix this over here?
Okay. I'll start. This is Ahmed. I am the founder and CEO of Upluck Social, and I'm Unlimited Prepaid Distribution. Two companies, one for marketing and digital marketing and social media, all the good stuff. The second one is telecom for prepaid and wireless and all your communication needs. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Who's next?
Okay,
Jonathan.
Let's make it happen.
It's been a long week in Vegas for all of
us. My name is Jonathan. I'm the CEO at the Superphones and Easy Learning. We recently started micro soldering trainings and different trainings in there. I came from actually like cell phone stores. I have 4 cell phone stores at the moment. And that's kind of my small introduction. We have a lot of things coming together with Edgar for this expo. And yeah, that's me.
Yeah. All right.
Awesome. I'll go next. I'm Javier Guzman with Mr. Phone Doctor. I'm the founder. We specialize in crack screen refurbishing. We do B2B, retail, and can be looking to doing also training as well.
Yes, exciting.
Okay.
All right, Edgar.
Yes, my name is Edgar. So I do a lot of things, but my main thing is I train people. I have a YouTube channel. We train a lot of people in Latin America, Spanish-speaking people. And we also have a big online academy that we teach how to do micro soldering. We have over like 20,000, 25,000 people in our academy. We have a lot of courses. We do courses there. And yeah, we also do videos for my YouTube channels and training. That's it.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, so I'm Nicole with Cellbotics, of course, and also I am the CTO of Repairs First Association, and we do training, support. We focus on beginners, not like these guys where they're focused on people that might have experience. We kind of focus on getting people into the industry and helping them with like the business operations and sales. Also on this call, we have Jeremy and Brad, which you will not be able to see them, but voice-wise, they are here.
What's up, guys?
Jeremy, Brad, do you want to say something real quick?
Yeah, hi, how are you? Good to see you. Thank you for participating in this call. We're really excited to have you guys at the Gadget Repair Expo. It's going to be freaking awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm so
Hello,
excited.
guys. Everything he just said is going to be friggin' awesome.
It's going to be a lot of fun. There's still some things that we haven't announced yet, but we are having this call specifically for Edgar and Jonathan. So this live is really to focus on them and to let everybody know that they are going to be there and they're going to be giving a demo on micro soldering. And actually, Edgar, the funny thing is when I was at the all wireless and prepaid, now I wasn't talking about this expo, but people just asked me. So people had asked me about you being there, and they had mentioned a video about a tool that you showed to use, and they actually requested that you show it at the Gadget Expo. So I'm going to send you that link. So hopefully you can show that tool off, but apparently it's like a testing tool or something. So so that was exciting. So do you guys want to talk a little bit about what you plan on doing as far as a demo? Are you going to make it educational, or is it, what do you expect to be doing?
Yeah, the plan for our demo is that we want to, sorry for my English. I just practice. My English is a little bit bad, so I always say that. I always say that when I start.
You're doing fantastic, man.
Okay, so the plan is to show people the important thing to know how the components works in the motherboards, and why you guys had to learn how to measurements the components in the right way, because it's a lot of before we have people that just change the screens and that's it, right? So in micro soldering right now we have people that just want to change a circuit, and they expect to the phone to work, but they don't know about the how the circuits work, how the components works. So we are going to do something about the components and how the components work, and then we are going to do some demo of rebaling and things like that to show the people this complete new world, right?
Okay, awesome. And it's going to be, are you guys doing English and Spanish? Because Jonathan, you're going to be there on stage with him as well. And so are you guys going to do both? Or are you just doing it in English or?
Yes, actually, one of the reasons why we also wanted to participate in this event is because we want to be able to transmit the information to also Spanish-speaking people, because there's like a huge community out there that's wanting to learn not only micro soldering, a lot of things about the expo that they might feel not comfortable going there yet because they don't have someone there that can help them with their needs or with their language. So that's one of the reasons we're going to be there. We're going to, of course, focus on the micro soldering part, and we want to transmit like English and Spanish. We want to do both and explain how the micro soldering works. What are the advantages of doing micro soldering in your business? Having a little bit more of an explanation of how micro soldering gets started, because a lot of people don't do it just because they don't know how to start. They don't know where they have to go to start something.
Exactly.
So, this that we're going to be doing is going to kind of give them like a little introduction, and they're going to be able to say, okay, this is what I like. It's definitely something I want to learn. And then take them from the very first step to the latest one to make them feel good and make them be a really good technician in this industry.
Yeah, and you're going to do about an hour, and then you're going to do it both days.
Yeah.
So because we have a lot of demos going on, like Javier is giving a demo for an hour both days. So is Na Ring and Shira, and these are hour-long demos about these things, but we're doing it on both days. So hopefully you guys will get to see multiple of them. But then you also can ask questions after. I'm sure you guys are going to be walking around the event. So if people want to talk to you, I don't think that would be a problem.
And then it's to show people that starting micro soldering is not like really hard. So it's just you guys had to follow just some steps, and understand some easy steps or easy things, and then the people can start in micro soldering level repair, because it's a lot of work right now in micro soldering, a lot of work.
Yeah, definitely. And you're and for people that don't know where you're located, where are you coming from for this, Edgar?
Well, right now I'm living in Guatemala, and before I was in California, and so I'm traveling from Argentina actually, because I had to go to expo there, and then I'm traveling to Texas. So yeah.
Okay, and then Jonathan, you're coming from Jacksonville, which
That's
you have a class there, right? That you guys do regularly. And then, but Edgar will be at Cellbotics in Atlanta. So you guys can go to the expo, get to know Edgar. And then if you happen to want to learn more, you would have the opportunity. But I feel like the demo is going to be very educational. I've actually been on a training with Edgar before, and I felt like it was just very informative because it starts with the basics and kind of progresses, which I feel like is really important if you don't know anything about micro soldering. Is there anything else that you guys want to add or talk about, or?
I want to ask. Go ahead, Edgar.
Go ahead.
Jonathan. No, you go.
Okay. Yeah. So what I wanted to mention is like talking about this, about the micro soldering introduction that we want to do. We're also going to have a free class online that we're going to be launching on the 27th this month. We wanted to mention that as well. So people that are here and people that are going to be in the expo, they can have a small introduction before going to the expo, so they can know what we're talking about, how is it going to be, the way that Edgar is going to be teaching them how to use the soldering tools, right? Everything that they have to do. So this is like a small welcome that we can give them on the 27th. We're going to be posting everything, but yeah, just wanted to give you a heads up.
Very powerful, very powerful. Jonathan and Edgar, the gentleman in Argentina, what's his name?
The expo, the organization.
What's your name? I don't want to say the wrong name.
Edgar.
Edgar. Oh, so we
Yeah.
have two. Okay. All right. Javier and Edgar. Okay. Jonathan, Javier, and Edgar. Okay.
No,
I
Jonathan
feel.
and Edgar. Yeah.
Yes.
Jonathan Edgar.
You guys are amazing. I mean, I'm not in the repair. That's why I'm quiet. I'm listening to everybody else and I'm paying attention. And Jonathan, Edgar, you said you have 20,000 people in the community of the soldering.
In our online academy, I have a YouTube channel with 300,000 followers already.
Wow,
in my
okay.
YouTube channel. Yeah, so
Okay.
we have a strong community.
Fantastic.
We teach and we do a lot of videos every week, probably like 4 videos every week, like different levels, right? I have some days I just teach some basic things. Another day I'm fixing like an iPhone 12 device and things like that. So yeah.
Okay.
So and then we also have an online academy that we provide paid courses, and also we yesterday we just launched a free course, and we have over 30,000 people already signing for that course. It's a free course
Wow.
for the community. Yeah, just
Okay,
to say thank you for yeah.
No,
I
thank
wanted
you
to
so
add real quick, guys. I just put a banner. If you're watching, we have quite a few people watching. We are giving away free tickets while we are live. This code will not work when this live ends. So all you need to do is go to gadgetrepairexpo.com, check out as if you were going to buy a ticket, and you enter GRE free, and the ticket will be free. So get your ticket. It will be free, but when this live ends, that code is not going to work anymore. Okay. Some people have asked some questions, so let's go ahead and address those really quick. Let's see here. I think this is for Javier.
Oh, it's 20 plus polarizer crash.
I don't know what that means.
He went too deep with the wire, damaged the polarizer. You can replace the polarizer, but that's going to be very, very technical, Ismael. I'll get back to you here later on. I want to keep this topic here on micro soldering. So
okay.
Javier, you do micro soldering too, right?
You know what? I do not do any micro soldering. I've been meaning to get trained, and I noticed that you guys are going to be in Atlanta, so I'm really looking to be out there and meet up with you guys for that training. So I'll be out there for the 6 days.
Okay.
Looking forward to it. But it's something that we do see a lot here in store, and it's critical, you know. And with the right training, everything, I think it's something that we can definitely do, no problem.
Yeah, I always tell store owners and even my students, I'm like, we're getting you into the industry, but it's really imperative that you do micro soldering or refurb within a year of you actually entering the industry, and then eventually you want to be doing both. So then you're really doing everything that you can as a repair store and not just limiting yourself, you know. And there's a progression in the industry. Of course, if you're just entering, maybe you can't do all of it at once, but you can do it in stages, and you can learn and you know, invest in your training. Someone said here, now's a good time to get in. 10 years ago when I started on a micro level, we didn't have all the fancy tools. Would you guys agree that now you have a lot of tools that helps you micro solder?
Yeah, right now it's easy to get tools, especially if you can get it everywhere. You know? Before, I remember when I started, because I'm in the cell phone repair industry for over 14 years. So I started back then with Motorola StarTAC and CDMA technology and all that kind of stuff. So before it was really hard to get a microscope, and it was really expensive, right? And right now we can just get a microscope for $500 and $300, a good microscope. And right now to get tools, it's easy.
Awesome. I know when I was at the expo, Injured Gadgets is going to be showing off their laser that takes the chip off the back of the screen. They showed it at the expo that was in Vegas, but you can use it on the board too, which I thought was really interesting, to heat up the chips and take them off. So that will be demoed at the expo as well, how to use that laser. So that was really cool. Anthony Tolbert asks, when is the expo? So the expo, there is a banner going across the screen. So the tickets are $99. GadgetRepairExpo.com, October 13th and 14th in San Antonio, Texas. But remember, we have this code. So if you are watching right now and you want to get a free ticket, it is free right now. We have some more questions coming in here.
Question to Jonathan. Jonathan, you do micro soldering, right?
Correct. So I'm not mainly doing micro soldering. I have multiple technicians that do micro soldering here in the store.
How long it takes for someone to be like, okay, not a pro like you guys? If let's say, for example, I have a repair shop, because repair people, most of them don't know micro soldering. How long would it make me be at least halfway decent?
So let's say that it depends on let's say how much train you put into it, because that's a really important part when you start learning something. So micro soldering, I have seen people, just to kind of give you an idea, we have technicians here that they also teach other people that we get into the company just to do micro soldering, and we can get them like running and doing repairs within 60 days. These repairs, of course, depend on the function, not the function, I'm sorry, the models of the phones, because there are repairs that are, of course, more complicated than others. But let's say audio IC, which is like a simple repair and the most common repair that we see on micro soldering, it can take them with training probably a week or two at the most for them to start doing audio IC. So it's something that is fast. And the best part that I wanted to add also about what Nicole mentioned about the machine, the laser machine that they have now in your gadgets, you can see now how everything that it's related with phones is now being involved with micro soldering. So, for example, the screens now, back like on the iPhone 8 Plus, 7 Plus, all these phones, you used to just replace the screen and that's it. Not much that you have to do, right? Now, on the newer models, as you can see, you have to now replace chips. Sometimes, for example, on models like the 12 Pro Max, when you replace the screens, there is a big risk of the proximity sensor getting damaged. And if that gets damaged, the only way of getting that repair will be doing micro soldering. So it's really important, because now even if you don't want to do micro soldering and you just swap screens and swap basic parts, there's going to be a point where you're going to need a micro soldering technician either in your business or you have to send it somewhere else. So learning this skill help you saving time, help you offering way more services that you usually offer when you do just basic parts swaps. And then also the value that you add to your business, letting the customers know, hey, anything you bring us is going to be repairable and we don't have to send it anywhere. We can just do it for you. You need it in a rush, we can do it, no problem. So that's like a big thing that you can also add to your business with the micro soldering.
Yeah. So, do you guys want to add anything to that? I wanted to make a comment, but I don't want to cut you guys off.
Keep going. Go ahead.
Someone had made this comment. It's not for everyone. I think this is a skill you either get or don't. But I wanted to say something about that. Because I hear this a lot from people, because we work with beginners. People say, oh, you just let anybody come to your class. Okay, first off, people have the choice to pick to put in effort to try to learn something. No matter if they're going to be successful at it or not, that's their, they may have a goal inside of them. They've never done something and they want to do it. It's like saying just because you've never bungee jumped, you can't bungee jump. You know what I mean? Like, you know, just because you've never skydived, you can never skydive. I want to look at learning differently. It's not like if you get it, you get it. You don't know. Things come in a progression and you have to keep trying. If you just give up and you don't get something at first, that's, man, if I would have given up the first time something failed with Celbotics, I would not be sitting on this live call right now.
It's no, but let me tell you something. It is for everybody, but not everybody's going to see the value in it.
Not everybody's going to put the effort to learn it.
Exactly. It should be effort. Okay, put it this way. There's only two things. I am in a store and my phone is broken. And if you can't fix it, I'm going to go somewhere else. As simple as that.
That's it.
It's at the end of the day, it comes financial decision. Is it going to be cheap to learn? I don't know how much it costs, probably a few thousands of dollars, but this is the best investment you do. I mean, if you don't want to invest in yourself and your team to teach them new skills, the skill is going to be limited to few people then, and you're going to lose that business. Is going to go somewhere else. So make sure to invest in learn and teaching yourself and your team, because the more you learn, the more you make more money. It is simple. And Edgar just said right now they have a academy. This is beautiful, Edgar. I like that about your academy. That you offer some, some tips, free score, session or whatever. You offer something free at least. So why don't everybody sign up, join, see if this is for you. If you can handle it, you can learn. If it's not for you, walk away.
2 months free classes. 2 months is a 2 months free training course. Yeah. So like some people say that it's not for everyone because sometimes they think it's hard to learn, and it's because some people. I always say it's a lot of tools right now, a lot of videos, a lot of information right now in internet that a lot of people can just learn by themselves. It's a lot of videos right now that people just can watch and learn micro soldering. But when people start to training in micro soldering, is a different approach because they learn step by step, right? Because you can go this step higher if you don't start with the simple steps. So for me, it's very important that people know it's easy to start, takes a little bit of time, but like Jonathan says, it depends how much training you put in this work,
Anything.
I mean, there was like Wayne here. Wayne, and I'm not trying to point you out, but and I respect your opinion, but I have seen people go into microsoldering that have zero understanding of basic electronics.
Yeah, I have a lot of students I have a lot of histories that I can't just tell about my students because I have a lot of students that they never fixed phones before and they just learn some skills, even refurbish or micro soldering or any repair phone skills, and they're just making money and changing their income,
Yeah, I think that this right here is what discourages people from growing in the industry, is these comments that you can't do it if you don't know this, or it's too much, or it's so hard. You guys have got to stop being limiting, because you're not just limiting yourself, you're limiting everybody that sees this. And as a trainer, and I don't even teach this kind of program, but it still bothers me because people are passing up income because they see a comment like that. Like, oh, I don't know electronics, so I can't do it. Listen to me. If you want to learn something, I don't care if you know nothing about it. If you get the proper education, support, coaching, you can learn it and do it. I don't care what it is. It's not like doctors are born knowing medicine. I mean, we've got to look at learning differently than what you guys do, than just an overall statement. You know what I mean? Like, it's just discouraging to people when stores need to do this. They need to do this.
I was watching a seminar with one of the, Grant Cardone, and this is what he said. He said he said, why anybody start another gig and not invest in their own gig? Like, for example, if you're in the cell phone business, learn how to fix, learn how to do maybe prepaid, micro soldering. Keep it in the same industry instead of going and opening a restaurant or selling cars on the side to make some money because you're not making enough money. Invest in your field so you can increase your income. Micro soldering is needed because there is shortage on phones, shortage on parts. People want to keep their old phone. They don't want to buy a new phone. So it's back again. It's all financial decision. Either invest that $5,000, $6,000, $7,000. I don't know what's the cost of the course, and learn and teach your employees, or you're just not going to increase your income. It's an add-on extra money that you can make.
Even if they are just the owners of the shop, they had to have someone that do the work, They had to have some technician there to fix those problems because, like Jonathan said, someday you're going to need someone to fix sometimes it's just a problem that you make the mistake, For example, you broken a connector, you just burn a backlighting or things like that, so you had to fix that phone, and then you had to send that phone to another shop to do it, right?
I want to share just to kind of go ahead.
No, just someone asking about the Academy link. Can you share the Academy link? Edgar?
I'm going to put in a chat.
Okay, go ahead. What you were going to say, Jonathan? Go ahead.
Yeah, what I was going to share is two things. First thing is about what we were mentioning about probably limiting people to learn different skills in the industry. I will say, like, it's not impossible, and anybody can do it if they put the effort into it, and it's 100%. Just to give you an example, we had a student last year. He came to our academy, and then we were pretty much we are going to teach him micro soldering, and we told him, okay, open the phone. Let's start with opening the phone, and then we can go ahead and start. And he was like, I don't know how to open a phone. We're like, okay, so what do you do? He said, I work in construction. I don't do cell phone repair. And then we're okay, no problem. We're gonna start from here. We're gonna teach you how to open the phone, and then go to the main board and start doing the micro soldering work. At this time, right now, he owns a store. He has a cell phone store, and he started just with us. Like, he came to us. He saw that it was something that he liked, and at this moment, he's doing micro soldering. He's a one person shop. He's just by himself in the store, but he's offering micro soldering. He's offering simple repairs. He's offering tons of things that usually stores don't offer, and he's even doing B2B. Like, he's doing B2B for other stores, and I wanted to mention this because, as you can see, this was a person that never touched a phone in his life to fix it. He came for working in construction. Now he has his own shop. Every time I talk to him, because he buys some stuff from me, he's like, Jonathan, I'm very thankful I was able to go there. And I was scared. I didn't want to go because I didn't want to feel that I was in something that I didn't know. But I found passion, and I found that this was something that I liked. And that's why I started doing it. So this is like a very important thing to say. You don't have to repair. You don't have to have tons of experience on cell phone repairs to start micro soldering. You can even like never touch a phone in your life, but now if you want to start, is the time, and you can do it. It's just you got to put effort, you got to train, you got to take the time, of course, of learn those skills that we're going to teach you, and then from there you're going to be able to come up with something really, really good. But it's not that you cannot do it because you were not born to do it. It's
right. Like, and I mean, Wayne again is commenting, saying, yeah, of course, they can do basic stuff, but they would never be able to fix everything like I did.
Wait,
The thing that Wayne had to understand, is at different levels of training, right?
Yes.
So,
yeah.
For example, I can teach a technician how to do swap if he never tried to do like audio IC, for example, or I can teach someone to do some repair if they don't understand basic electronic, right? So I had to start teaching like, oh, this is voltage, this is current, and this is a short circuit, this is a circuit, this is I2C, this is a lot of things, right? So like I always say, is steps. And the people, they want to jump some steps because they follow some people that they just show, for example, oh, I did a swap of iPhone 13 right now, and they want to do it, right? But they had to start in the first step, and then just start progressing in the training thing.
I want to tell you something. Just being in this panel, man, I thank you so much. You're giving a lot of value, and I want everybody to know that you will be in the show. You will be demonstrating few things. You'll show them things. You guys come over and talk to Edgar in person. Jonathan will be there. All of us will be there, and we can help you. We can give you the right advice, and then from there, you decided what to do.
Yeah, because anybody can learn anything. Nobody's saying skip steps and go break stuff. We did not say that. We said get proper training, do proper experience, learn what you need to learn, and make your money and run your business to the fullest capability. Nobody's saying go watch a YouTube video and go damage people's things, right?
Yep.
We're saying get training, right? And take your learning to the maximum and invest in your business and add micro soldering, refurb. Stores have got to stop limiting themselves because you hear other people say hard and easier, just the measurement of how many times you've done something, guys. Okay, for me, changing a tire is hard because I've never changed a tire. Okay,
Nicole, I'm going to help you to change your first tire.
No, I don't want to. I have you guys for that. Okay, right? I mean, am I right here? I feel so passionate about this topic where people discourage others. It really just, maybe it just gets under my skin a little bit.
I mean, there's always going to be a naysayers. There's always going to be negative people. They're always going to say it's too much, it's too expensive. I can't do it. Oh my God, I need to know this. You don't need to know. The guy sitting right here telling you, you can learn, sign up to his class. I mean, I'm going to sign up just for the heck of it, although I don't have a store. I just want to see what is it
I'm gonna
exactly.
sit in on the demo and actually
Yeah,
learn.
and I want to see.
Sitting there and watching.
Yeah, so I speak from from little knowledge next time when I see everybody. But no, this is fun. It's fun. Fix.
Yeah, and I mean, and we're trying to give you tools where you can actually start like going deeper in micro soldering without even have to pay at first. So just go there, assess, see what it is about, see if you want to give it a shot. If you like it, go ahead and start making investment. Because a lot of people, I have heard a lot of people that say, "Oh, that's too expensive to just waste my money on that." You're not wasting money. You're investing in yourself.
Yeah.
And this is something that nobody is going to be able to get out of you. So once you learn how to micro solder, it's something that you're going to be forever. It's going to be forever in you. There's nothing else. Nobody can do anything to get that out of your mind. So that's an important part. And the other good thing about the micro soldering I would like to mention is something that is very related to refurbish. Um, the the investment that you have to do once you learn and once you want to start doing micro soldering is not a big investment. The tools or the parts that you have to use in order to repair something with micro soldering is very, very, very low, and the price that you can charge and let's say the retail part that you can get out of there is a lot. Like the micro soldering repairs are not cheap. Refurbish, I'm mentioning refurbish because refurbish is the same way. It's something that you have to learn. If you do it the right way, you will see a lot of profit out of it because you don't have to invest much on it. Of course, there are things that you can damage, expensive things that you can damage, but those are risks that you have to take in any industry. If you want to learn something, you have to take the risk and just launch yourself with the right training, with the right tools, and start doing it. Because if you never do it, all your life is going to be the same thing. Oh no, that's too hard. Oh no, I can't do that. Oh no, that's something that I have seen people doing it and they quit after 2 months. Yeah, what if you do it and you're the best and you start doing it and you get a lot of profit from there? Try it. You try it.
Yeah.
So that's an important part.
Exactly. If you never start, you never know if it's not even for you or if you're fail or not, you know?
Yep.
Yeah.
No, but this is a sweet message right here from someone says, trust me, if you sign up for this class, you will learn so much from Edgar. Good stuff, Edgar.
And Edgar
Thank you.
and Jonathan are going to be in person at the expo. We have free tickets right now. So even before you get any course or anything, you can just come to the expo and meet them in person. And just, it's so much different when you meet people in person and you get to relate and feel their energy and be around them. It's so much more connecting.
I also have free training in my YouTube channel and have subtitles that people in English can just learn the basic things about electronic. I have like 50 videos there in my YouTube channel, free. So a lot of people can just start with those videos and see if they like the electronic area, right? And then start with micro soldering and meet all these people. Yeah,
it's gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm starting my.
Is the best repair expo, and it's the repair expo. It is going to. If you have a repair shop, you have to be at this expo. There's going to be so much that you're going to learn. Who's going to go? Let's not forget there is the micro soldering championship, so you can have the title belt. Jessa Jones with iPad Rehab and Mark will be judging that. Application is up online right now, and we are sending out there's a questionnaire. There's a couple things you have to do to actually end up being the one that ends up on stage to compete. But we've got quite a few applications in. We're excited about that. And you get a bunch of prizes, and there's a cash prize too. So this show is going to be great.
It's going to be fun and effective immediately. I'm going to start learning my Spanish so I can attend these Spanish classes.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's an important part, like covering that part too, because trust me, in these years that I have been in this industry, I have seen a lot of Hispanic people on the technician side, and they have like a lot of they want to learn, they want to come to these shows, and I have talked to a few people that I know that are Hispanic people, and they're like, okay, yeah, I mean, we didn't have the chance or we didn't want to go there because we didn't know if this was for us, because we
Yeah.
don't know much English, we just know Spanish. And I told him, like, look, like, I assure you 100% that if you come to the show, you're going to be welcome, and that people that are there are going to be willing to help you in all ways, not only on the micro soldering side with us, but everything that's in there, they're going to
With
be
everything,
able to
yeah.
help you. And now there is another thing. If you're going to this kind of expos, I think there's one reason why you're doing it. It's because you're trying to network, you're trying to get more services, you're trying to see what else you can do. And I know all of us that have stores have seen in their store at one point and have said, okay, what else can I do? What else can I bring to my business in order to bring more people? And this is one of the things that you can do. There's a tons of things more that you're going to be able to see at the expo. It's not only micro soldering, but come to the expo, see what the industry is about. Is not only repairing phones, swapping screens, swapping batteries. There is much more that you can get into your business. There is
Yeah.
B2B. There is
I just I
phones,
just
there's
went to expo in Colombia. That's one of the biggest one in Latin America. Over 1,000 people just meet their technician, and the people had to understand that you can have a lot of contacts. You can meet a lot of new people that maybe can help in their business. You know, so a lot of brands that come to this expo, and you guys can make a lot of good contacts for their business. It's a really good investment for knowing people, right?
Yeah. I also wanted to add some of the other topics that are going to be at the expo while we're talking about the expo really quick. So there is going to be panels on sales, motivation, but also Ahmed is going to be giving a 2-hour sales training, and you can bring your employees to that. You come as an owner. There's going to be someone talking about how to create KPIs and use them as a cell phone store. I know a lot of cell phone shop owners struggle with KPIs and how to actually create them and implement them. Also, we're going to have a shop owner. His shop revenues about $1.5 million a year, his single shop. He's going to be a speaker there. He doesn't sell a course or anything. He just wants to share some tips because he's so successful one location. He's going to give tips on how he's done this, and then also how to run a successful Black Friday. Also, of course, we're going to have Tony Baker there. He's going to talk about how to sell devices more profitable.
I'm going to head out. Whenever
your mic is on,
I muted
guys.
And then we're going to have Charles Davis there, who does credit. And so he's going to talk about building credit as a store owner, getting loans, and how to properly use and manage that, where you can get loans from as a small business owner. We're also going to have Markevius there with Nerd It Now to talk about R2 certification and how it changed his business, and how working with the community, how his one location is doing amazing now. His story is amazing. I could just keep going on and on and on. We have a lot of different topics that are going to be there, but they're not just topics just to speak at you. The things that we are doing, we're positioning them like trainings. And so personally, I'm going to be working with the speakers to make sure that we have handouts and stuff, and that the information is delivered in a way where you can learn it and it's not just talking at you. And I think that's a really important thing that these shops need to understand, that this isn't just speakers. This is all of these topics are going to be positioned to where it's a learning, where you can learn from it.
Yep. Yes, absolutely. And I just want to add something is, micro soldering is the high level of repair. Doing the difficult things is what's going to make you more money. Doing the easy thing that you've been doing the past 5 years, 10 years, it's not going to continue. I mean, everybody's doing the easy thing. Now you need to move up, and then move up, then move up. I would have absolutely I will start with the difficult things and move my way down, not from the easy and up, because the industry is growing. There's more phones, there's more complication, there is more needed to the service. You guys talking to the pros right here. You need to be in the show. You gotta click and get your ticket today. Don't wait too long.
Yeah, micro soldering is something definitely we're going to be adding here to our shop, because we see it a lot. Sometimes there's errors, and sometimes we just got to mail our devices out. So think about it, guys. You just got to not just think about the retail traffic that you be getting. There's a lot of mail-in you can do, B2B. You could broaden those services and get a lot more into your portfolio that way.
I want to make a point here. At my own shops for years, I've supported very well a couple of micro solders, and simply because we didn't have, not necessarily did we have the skills, we didn't have the skills, excuse me, we just didn't have the time to invest in getting the training. And what we did at exercise, and we added up literally what we were sending away, and it was probably $4,000 or $5,000 a month each location in micro soldering to somebody else to do the work. So if you think about, what it would cost you to hire somebody, and maybe they have some basic skills, but to train them, it would be far less than, $60,000-$70,000 a year that we're spending in paying somebody else to do the work. But that being said, this should open your eyes and giving you some ideas, because I know a lot of shops that simply just turn down the work. They don't want to deal with sending it off to a micro soldering,
Right.
location, and they just simply say, no, we don't do that here. And that nobody wants to turn business down. You don't want to do that. So we want to tell you, look, come out to the Gadget Repair Expo, but it'll open your eyes to all the different things that you do have available at your fingertips. You can meet some great guys like, Jonathan here, that you can even send your device to him. You can do some basic training and get and even get training for yourself if you want to go all the way up to that level. So I just say, come on out, open your eyes to what's out there, and take part in what's going on. I think it'll be very exciting, just to even the demos. Javier is doing some fantastic demos on refurbishing screens. That could save you a ton of money.
Right. And everything's included in the ticket price. You don't have to pay extra for anything. So none of the
That's such a great
demos,
point.
nothing cost extra. The one ticket includes everything. And remember, it's free while we're live, but this code does not work after the live. Okay. You need to go get your ticket right now. And it includes everything. This is not where you have to buy your ticket and then pay for something extra. When you go, you have access to all of it. Bring your team. Have some people go and sit here. Some people go sit there. Some people, you can, because there's going to be a lot going on. And so it'll give you the ability to also empower your team members and show them that you're investing in them.
Yes, definitely. It's the best investment you can do. To give you an example, I was at the Atlanta Expo last time, and I was there, and I was able to network with different people. And just to give you an idea, that brought me more than 10 B2B clients from the micro soldering side. And that's something that if I don't go there and if I don't pay the $99, I wouldn't have it. And trust me, those 10 customers are worth way more than those $99, way, way more. So just
more.
It's a great deal. See it as something that you can come and learn, because you're going to learn a lot, even though we're not going to be actually trainings in there, but you're going to learn a lot about the industry. So don't miss the opportunity of coming, meeting us. We're really excited of what is coming, and we're excited to teach you everything, guys, that you can do with the micro soldering side.
Yeah, definitely. Wayne says $2,500 a week minimum, Xbox, PlayStation repairs.
I love this guy, Wayne. He keep putting.
I know. He's like here and there. He's like, don't do it now. Do it. You know what I mean? Wayne, you just make everybody want to do micro soldering.
He's
turned around. You know?
I wish we see more comments like this. Just keep any questions, guys. You got the pros right here. Just put more comments. Tom, we would like to see you there, man. I hope you got to make it. Tom, you got to make it. Come on, man.
Just come. Just take the time. Listen. There's nothing like going to an expo that's built for you and what you need. You learn so much. You get all pumped. You meet so many people. It's just amazing for your business. So come.
And trainings in general, when you invest in them, you are able, and I'm being 100% honest, you're able to get that investment back within a month. It's not that you have to take years and years to get that back. You get it back in a month, and just think about everything else that's coming after that is just profit. And you gotta, of course, keep training, because you gotta get to a level where everything that works in your store, you say, yes, I can fix it. Or if you say no, it's because there's definitely a no in there. There's a lot of situations that we have seen where stores just reject work, and they don't reject it in the right way. They just say like, hey, you know what? It's not repairable. They don't even say, I'm sorry, it's not something I can repair. They just say it's not repairable. I'm sorry. And once that customer goes to a different store and they get it fixed, that's a big problem, because you're saying no to something that is actually repairable, and you're telling the customer it's not repairable. That customer is not going to go back. So if you don't want to have those cases, if you don't want to have those situations, try to get as much services as you can in your store. Of course, if there's something that you cannot do, always being honest. Hey, look, this is something I cannot do. Probably in the future, we're going to offer it. Keep training, get to a point where you can offer it and do it. But don't decline repairs, because every customer that comes to your store and you say no, it's a sale opportunity. And not only the micro soldering, because once you get your phone fixed, you say, okay, it was being able to be fixed. Oh, and my screen was cracked as well. Okay, let's fix the screen as well. Now let's get you a case. Let's get you a tempered glass. You want to sign up for a plan as well? So from saying no to let's say $150 repair, you're saying no to almost $400 or $500 sale, which you are going to be after that in your seat saying, oh, what else could I bring to my store? You just walk out. Like, it was there, but you just didn't say it. So don't miss the opportunity of having those services in your store and being able to not offer only to your customers, but also the stores around you, because
and
they
when Jonathan, to add to that really quick, I had a conversation with Jessa, who I didn't know too well, but leading up to talking to her about this expo, even she she spent an hour talking, and she went into how shops are really doing the customer a disservice when you just say, can't be fixed, you want to buy another one. Because she's like, what is the value they place on the phone? What is the data they're not telling you about if you didn't even ask? There's a bigger issue here where we've got to retain people's data, information, and their value around the device. So making sure that if you can't do something, let them know it's just something you don't do. You know what I mean? And
to
someone else,
To your point, Nicole, I think that a lot of shops say, oh, that's not going to be worth it to fix. Well, you don't know what the customer's idea worth. You can't just go by the value of the device. So you're absolutely right. Their data is worth probably 100 times more than the phone device.
Than just the phone, right?
Yeah. Jess is going to be talking about that there at the expo. She's going to spend an hour teaching people that.
Let's say about the data. That's something that's very interesting, because what you said, you don't have to value the repair on the device value, because it's not always about the phone being functional. A lot of people have information that is really important for them in their devices. And just to give you an example, we have cases here where people come with iPhone 4, iPhone 5s, like really, really old devices that are probably $40, $50 worth, no more than that. And when you see a repair and you have to do a data recovery, data recoveries can go up to like $600-$700, no problems. And people pay because they want the information. So if someone goes with an iPhone 5 and you see that it needs micro soldering, you're like, no, this one is $50. I'm not going to charge $20, $25 to fix it. No, you tell them, hey, you need your data? We can do it. Let's do $200, $300. We can do it. Like, how many days? That's another thing. Most of the people say, okay, give me 2 weeks, give me 3 weeks. We got to do it, because they usually send it out to another place and get it done. But and people are going to start thinking like, okay, I got to be 2-3 weeks without my phone. They're going to send it. Probably it's not going to get repaired. They're going to send it back. But if you tell them, hey, leave it here, give me 24 to 72 hours. I'll work on it. I'll try it. If we can do it, this is the price. And then you can get your data back. Once that customer sees that you were able to recover the data, that customer is going to be your customer for life. Like, because he say, okay, I went to multiple stores. They couldn't fix it. They couldn't do anything for me. He did it. He took the time. I got my data. I'm going to be here forever.
And then they're going to refer others, right? They're going to just say, go to this shop because they fixed my phone, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's a really important thing. Like, let's say that this is another thing that you can add. There's a lot of AT&T, T-Mobile stores around everybody's stores, and I know that. And when you start doing micro soldering, for some reason, and it's not only my experience, I have had this experience with multiple people that I know they do micro soldering, and these stores start referring you as someone that you can repair. So if someone goes to AT&T and say, hey, I got this device and this is the problem. Oh, I know they can do it there. Just go there and they can fix it for you. So you're going to get a lot of traffic just because of knowing the micro soldering part. And it's really
Awesome. Okay, I'm so excited. We're winding down. I want to have respect for everybody's time. We spend an hour here, so we have about 9 minutes. Is there anything else we want to talk about? We have actually had some people apply to compete, and a lot of you have gotten your tickets for free, so I'm so excited. If you do micro soldering, this is gonna be so fun. You are going to compete with your peers, and if you win, you get $500 cash. You get a WWE style belt. But you get to basically hold your title each show, so you can compete going forward at every show. I mean, this is so exciting. So if you micro solder, you want bragging rights, you want your company listed on our website, backlinked and everything, and you want all the prizes, definitely sign up for it. It's going to be fun. It doesn't cost you anything. Just have to buy your ticket to the expo. It's nothing extra.
Let me just jump in real quick. I'm going to make a little quick announcement here. It's pretty big deal to me. We're actually going to have a wrestling ring in this in the expo, where we're going to put our 4 finalists from the micro soldering competition in that ring, and we're going to have a micro soldering championship round right there, and that's going to be really exciting and cool. But my friends are bringing this ring in, and they're from the micro soldering, the Micro Wrestling Federation. And so my friends, I've been friends with these guys for almost a decade. They bring in some really cool little people that they're all amazing. And they're going to wrestle their asses off for us, and we're going to have a blast.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah, so actually, guys,
micro soldering competition. After that, we're going to have the micro wrestling championship.
So, Jeremy,
next
week, we're actually going to have a few of the wrestlers on live, right?
Yeah, we're going to get them on live and talk about what they're going to do, and what the battle of the micro wrestlers is going to be all about. So
yeah, and
really
it's also that they love what they're doing, and we wanted to make sure that everybody knows that they want to be there and they're excited for this event and the opportunity, and they want to talk about their skill and what they're going to do, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So they're going to let us use their ring to actually do our micro soldering competition in. So that's
going to be really cool.
Yeah, I can't wait.
So our expo is like no other expo. You're not going to go anywhere else and see Micro Wrestling Federation, micro soldering competitions. You're not going to see demos like we're doing. Our demos are not just going to be showing off a piece of equipment. We've got some serious experts that are really going to, step by step walk you through how easy it is to do with some of this equipment and a little bit of training, right, Javier?
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
Right, Jonathan. I think so. There's nothing like this in the U.S. and I don't know, Edgar, you could tell us, but in other parts of the world, there may be, but there's definitely nothing like this in North America.
Correct. Yeah,
I gotta share it. Wayne just doesn't stop with the comments.
The good thing about this show is the organizers, everyone on this panel, and everybody, including me. By the way, I own stores for 16 years. Every one of us over here owns stores, dealt with customers. They know the customer's pain. They know you're in pain because you own a business. Everybody's watching this, and they know that you need to satisfy your customer and make money. At the end of the day, you need to make more money. If you want to learn more, come to the show. If you want to see the pros, come to the show.
And remember, I love training. So I'm actually working with this is what I'm going to be doing for the next few weeks. I haven't even got with Edgar and Jonathan yet, or Javier, so they don't know. They're like, what is she talking about? We're going to be designing handouts and really making sure that people can learn from this. This is not just going to be you guys talking, okay? We need to make sure that when people take your demo, they are learning. So be prepared, because you're going to have to work with me on that.
All right.
That's good.
We're ready.
Okay. All right. Okay, I guess that's all, guys. We'll let everybody go, and we'll see you in the next live. Anybody else want to say anything?
Absolutely.
No,
Thank you.
just thank you for the invitation, and I hope see you guys there.
Yep.
All right.
See everyone in October.
See you in the next live.
Okay, see you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much.